Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will have a detailed look on the company whose IPO is going to launch today, which is on 30th October 2022. So at first, let's have a look on the IPO launch detail. So the minimum investment requirement is 14,184 rupees for 72 shares. The bidding date starts from 31st October 2022 and ends on 2 November 2022. The lot size will be 72 shares. The price range will be around 197 to 207 rupees. The issue size will be of 500 crores. Now we will have a detailed look about this IPO with its balance sheet, PL account, cash flow, pros and cons of the company, and many more. So let's have a look on the dates of the important dates of the company. So the allotment date starts on 8 November 2022. The initiation of refund is 9th November 2022. It will be credited to your bank or demat account on November 10, 2022. The IPO share listing date is on 11th November 2022. So this was the detail about the company's dates. Now we will have a look on about the company. So the company is the leading player in the manufacturing of electronic subsystems and cable harness. The company commenced operation in 2011 and has been a preferred Indian offset partner for foreign origin equipment manufacturer for executing aerospace and defense manufacturing projects. So now let's have a look on the revenue breakdown of the company. So the company get 85.3% of the revenue in financial year 2022 from system integration. So the company has undertaken system integrations in areas of radar system, sensor, electronic, warfare, missiles and communication systems. They provide product assembly and system integration services to address customers' requirement. System integration services are part of the comprehensive array of electronics and electromechanical assembly and enclosed assembly. The company gets its second revenue, which is 2.7% of its revenue of financial year 2022 from cables and wire harness assemblies. So the company manufacture and comprehensive array of cables and wire harness assemblies such as radio frequency cable, coaxial, mixed signal, power and data cables for the varieties of use including communication systems, sensor systems and missile systems, military armored vehicles and other electronic welfare systems for the aerospace and defense industries as per the customer requirement. The company gets 12% of its revenue on to financial year 2022 from kitting. So company supply assemble ready kits of electronic and electromechanical parts and undertake all aspects of procurement required sourcing. In addition, they also undertake job work services that exclude the assembly of testing of materials that have been supplied directly by their customers. So we have just now read about the revenue of the company. Now we will have a question about how many manufacturing plant does this company have, or you also want the manufacturing detail. So the company operates for a single facility with an area of 30,000 square feet building on 1.5 acres land. The company's manufacturing facility is situated in an SEZ, which is Special Economic Zone, dedicated to aerospace and defense industry. The factory contains two production units covering 25,000 square feet and 5,000 square feet respectively. So this was the manufacturing details of the company. Now we will have a look on the global presence of this company. So in financial year 2022, companies derive 56% of its revenue through exports. The company has customers across Israel, Korea and North America. However, it derived 99.5% of its exports revenue from Israel. So this was the global presence and the global revenue of the company. Now we will have a look on the competitor around this particular sector. So the company has been listed in 8th number, whereas in first one it's Bharat Electro and the second one is Data Pattern, and you can just have a watch on various company who are there in this particular sector in basically in electronic components and defense sector. So now we will have a look on the PL account of this company. So in profit and loss, we will have a look on the sales at first. On March 2019, it was 300 crores, whereas right now on March 2022, it's almost around 1,100 crores. The expenses has also increased, but overall the operating profit of the company has increases over time. Whereas in March 2019 it was 5 crores and on March 2022 it's almost around 67 crores. The OPM, which is operating profit margin of the company, on March 2019 it was around 2%, which is very less as compared to March 2022, which is 6%. The company's net profit after paying the taxes and all the expenses on March 2019 it was around 5 crores, whereas in March 2022 it's almost around 66 crores. The EPS, which is earning per share of the company, is keep on constant. You can see that on March 2019 it was around 13 rupees and it has increases on March 2021 to 84 rupees, whereas there is a decrease in March 2022 which is 8 rupees. So overall the dividend payout of the company is 0, just because the company has just started its IPO and later on when this company got listed, we will make a separate video about this particular company. Now let's have a look on the balance sheet of the company, which is an important fundamental key highlights. So the share capital of the company on March 2022, it's almost around 15 crores. The company has a reserve as on March 2019 it was around 4 crores, and on March 2022 it's almost around 102 crores. The borrowings of the company has also increased over time. On March 2019 it was around 110 crores in form of borrowings, which may be in form of short term loans or to the creditor. So, and in March 2022 it's almost around 500 crores, which is very high. The other liability of the company has also increased, with maybe in a form of long term loans or maybe in a form of interest payout. So on March 2019 it was around 371 crores in form of other liabilities, whereas on March 2022 it has decreases to 322 crores. So the company has reduced its other liabilities from March 2019 to March 2022, and you can see on March 2021 the company has taken more loans in which is around 610 crores, but there is a decrease on March 2022. So this was the overall liability side. Now we will have a look on the assets column. So in the fixed asset column, on March 2019 it was around 6 crores, and on March 2022 it's almost around 15 crores. There isn't any investment and there isn't any CWIP, but other liability which may be in form of debtors, in form of inventory. So on March 2019 it was around 476 crores, whereas on March 2022 it's almost around 928 crores. So this was the overall balance sheet of the company. Overall the company's balance sheet is looking good, except on March 2022 in form of borrowings, which is very high, which is 500 crores. So this was the balance sheet of the company. Now we will have a look on the cash flow of the company. So the net cash flow comes out after adding operating activities from investment activities and financial activities. So on March 2019, the company has a good cash flow of 166 crores. The company is keep on constantly focusing on the net cash flow. So on March 2022, it's almost around 250 crores. So the overall the company's cash flow is really good. Now we will have a look on the ratios of the company. So the first one in the list is debtors day, which has been reduced as compared to March 2019 to March 2022. So the debtors day ratios measure how quickly the cash is being collected from debtors. The second one is inventory day, which has been decreased from March 2021 to March 2022, but overall there is a little bit increases. So what is inventory day? At first we will see that the inventory day ratio is the average time a company keeps its inventory before it is being sold. And at last we will have a look on the cash conversion cycle. So the cash conversion cycle has also decreased, and it means that the number of days that a company takes it to convert its investment in inventory and other resources into cash flow from sales. The company's ROCE, which is return on capital employed, has increases over time. On March 2022, it was around 22%, whereas in March 2020, it is almost around 15%. So this was the ratio of the company, which is looking good. Now we will have a look on the pros and cons of the company, which is provided by the Screener app. So the company has a good return on equity, which is ROE, for 3 years, which is around 82.9%. The debtors day has also improved from 33.8 to 23 days, which I have already mentioned to you. And in cons, the company's tax rate seems low, and the company might be capitalizing the interest cost. Now your question will be why the company is launching its IPO. So let's have a look what the company will do with its 500 crores. So the company is raising 500 crores to the IPO, of which 100 crores is an offer for sale and 400 crores is a fresh issue, which will be utilized for repayment of borrowings, funding working capital requirement of the company, investment in its wholly owned subsidy, which is the mention of the company, and the fund its capital expenditure expenses. And fourth one for the general corporate purpose. So this was the details of the company. Now the risk and reward of the company, which has been provided by the Grow app. So the company's dependency on key customers for a significant portion of its revenue, the dependence on offset defense contract for the major portion of its revenue, the current order books may not necessarily translate into future income in its entirely, and the dependency on the performance of the electronic subsystems market. If any, there is a slowdown or shutdown or disruption in the manufacturing facilities may be caused by natural or by any other disaster, which can also damage the business and the operation of the businesses. The significant shortage and delay or the disruption in the supply of raw material would affect the estimated cost, expenditures and timeline for the company. So these were the risks of the company. Now the rewards. So the company is among the leading partners of the defense and aerospace industry with global presence. The business model with visibility of cash flow and the ability to migrate operations and technology risk is minimum. The strategical allocated of the aerospace special economic zone, which is SEG, with an advanced and modern manufacturing facilities. track record of consistent financial performance, experience and qualified promoters and senior management teams, which proves to be a good advantage for the company. So this was the overall risk and reward of the company. Now it's my view whether I am applying for this IPO or not. So I am actually applying for this IPO soon. Just because the company is having a leading dominance in the defense and aerospace industry, but you have to keep this thing in mind that the company is fully been supported by the government for the as form of customers. So if there is a decrease in our customers, then there may be a possibility of having bad returns on the PL and on balance sheet. So you have to keep this on mind. Otherwise the company is looking good. Even the cash flow of the company is great, and the balance sheet, we have already discussed about the balance sheet of the company and also the PL. So overall the company is looking good. Now we will see what's happening on the IPO. I will apply for it, and also give me the comment section whether you are applying for it or not. So this was the overall video of the IPO. I hope you liked the video, and this is not a buy or sell recommendation video. This is just for your personal knowledge. Do your own analysis before investing. So thank you so much for spending some time with us. We will back with another topic. Till then, bye and have a nice day. Bye bye.